Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Wazir Faiz, Muhammad Wazir, and I will present about the introduction of the petting zoo management system. Petting zoo management system is built to have a mid-sized petting zoo or smaller in managing the daily operation and the animal care routine. As the number of petting zoo visitors is on the rise, they need for a well-organized and uncomplicated management system arose to make the experience smoother. The new system developed to aid centralize and maintain various elements of a petting zoo needed such as animal well-being, visitors check-in, and time, also operational efficiency. It also can aid monitoring animal welfare and health. The system is designed to give power to zoo administrators, personnel, and visitors. Staff can view animal profiling, updates, touch scheduling, and reminders for animal feeding or medical treatment. Besides, visitors can access the system to book online and get information with the guarantee that data is secure and accessible. The system can also provide real-time information on visit time availability, which offers flexibility to determine the appropriate time for customers to schedule visit accordingly.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mubarak Abdullah with matric ID CB24136. I will explain the context diagram. Here, the relationship between customer and the system. Customer can send email and password, also customer details and selected dates. And the booking details and payment details and cancellation requests and feedback and review to the system. The system will respond to the customer by login status and data availability and booking summary and the booking history. And the animal and health info also can respond by invoice and cancellation status and the feedback summary to the customer. After this, the relationship between the bank and the system can send to the bank refund request and payment details and ticket and payment information. After this, the bank will respond by payment acceptance and payment receipt and refund confirmation to the system. Then the staff and the system. Staff can send email and password and staff details and schedule updates and animal and health info, also ticket and payment info, also refund approval and response and relay to the system. The system will respond to the staff by login status and availability data and animal and health updates, also customers invoice and ticket availability and cancellation request and the customers review to the staff. That's all, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Amr Abu here with matric ID CB24189, and I'm going to talk about use case diagram. So the betting zoo management system use case diagram highlights key features, and the first one is manage login. Customer and staff log in with an option for password recovery, and then manage schedule. Both customer and staff can view or modify the zoo schedule, and then manage animal profile and health. Customer and staff can access and update animal profile and health records, and then manage ticket reservation. Both customer and staff can reserve tickets for zoo visits, and then manage payment. Payment for reservation are processed through the bank, and then manage feedback and review. Customer and staff can leave feedback and review after their visit. This system allows seamless interaction between customer, staff, and the bank to manage various zoo-related tasks.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mubarak Abdullah with matric ID CB24136. I'm going to illustrate the login process or diagram right here. As we can see right here, the user can select option. We have two options here. The first option about login option and the second one register option. If the users click on the login option, he will insert his email and password and send it to the login control and then verified by control login info. After this, will respond from login info to the login control by approval message and then user login to the from controller to interface and then will show to the user login success. The second option here is register option. Click register button and input email, password and first name and last name and birthday and phone number. After this, we'll send it to the login control. Send input. After this, we'll verify it by login info. The login info will respond to the login control by successfully account created, and login control will send it to the login interface by user login, and then will show to the customer continue to login form. Here, the second one exception, which is wrong email or password. If the customer forget his password, can select forget password and insert his email or phone number. Then we'll send email or phone number to the controller. After this, we'll check it by login info. Then we'll respond by login info to the controller by send verification code and then show verification prompt. And the user will enter his new password and then will send it to the controller and then update it by login info. And then success update from login info to the login controller, and then login controller will send it to the customer, continue to login. The second process or diagram is manage schedule, which is the user click his date form and send it by schedule interface and request availability dates from schedule controller and collect availability dates from schedule info. Schedule info will check the availability and send it to the controller, and then we'll show availability dates to schedule interface, and then we'll select the availability date from or the date that wants to be visit by the user, and then we'll send a selected date to the schedule controller, and then we'll send it to by, or save it by schedule info. After this, we'll confirm save date from schedule info to the controller, and then we'll send it to the customer by date confirmed. Then the alternative is edit date from user to the schedule interface by click date form and then request availability dates and then collect availability dates, and then we'll check availability date and send it to the controller again and show availability dates to the interface schedule. And here the customer, if wants to edit his date, and he can select his date and send edited date and save edit date into the schedule info. Then we'll confirm save date and select date confirmed to the customer. Last one is exception, which is date not availability. If the customer chooses date and not availability, we'll ask him to send selected date and check availability date again, and the date not availability will show to the customer selected date not availability, select another date, and he will continue from selected date from here to confirm date. And that's all, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Amir Abu here with metric ID CB24189, and I'm going to talk about sequence diagram for manage animal profile and health. So we start with view animal profile. The user, customer, or staff requested to view an animal's profile. The system fetch the data and display the profile information after validating the details. After that, for editing animal and health information, if there is a need to edit the animal's details, the user enters new information. This request is then submitted to the system, which validates the input and updates the animal record accordingly, and then delete animals and health information. Users can also choose to delete an animal's profile. A delete request is sent to the system, which then processes the deletion, validates the action, and confirms the record's removal. And then moving to the next one, which is update animal and health information. For any updates to the animal health or profile information, the user input the update details. The system validates this information and sends the update request confirming the update status. And for the alternative flow, if the animal profile is not found during the view process, the system will display an error message, animal not found, and no profile data is returned. And for the exception 1, if informed data is invalid data is entered during the editing process, the system will display an error message, input invalid, promoting the user to correct the input and validate.
So for the manage feedback and review, here the customer act as actor will send the feedback and review to the management, and then the feedback and review will be stored in the feedback and review record, and then the staff need to respond and reply so that the customer will receive the response as reply. And for the alternative flow, which is staff do not reply on review, the response and reply will be pending in the system until the staff will reply to the customer feedback. And then for the essential flow, uh, if the customer send the empty or invalid feedback and review, the system will ask for the customer to resubmit the feedback so that there is no invalid feedback from the customer.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mubarak Abdullah with matric ID CB24136. I'm going to illustrate the first part in user interfaces, which is the login form. As we can see right here, the user can put his email and password to log in into the system. If the user didn't have any email, he can create a new account by click on register. After this, the system will ask him to put his first name and last name, email and phone number and birthday and password. Then he can create an account and log in into the system. Thirdly, if the user forget his password, he can reset his password through use his email or the phone number. The second part in user interfaces is the schedule form, which is allowing the users to insert his date to visit the zoo. After this is if he choose his date, he can confirm the booking. If he wants to edit his date, he can click on edit schedule and change his date, and that's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amir Abubakar here with matric ID CB24189, and I'm going to talk about manage animal profile and health user interface. So this user interface is designed to make it easy for both customer and staff to manage animal profile and health records. At the top, we have a clear welcoming header that informs user about the task. At hand below, the form is divided into two main sections, the animal profile and health information. User can enter key details like the animal's name, type, and age, along with the most recent health condition and the checkup date. The design is simple yet functional. Buttons like confirm, update, and reset allow users to easily submit or clear their entries. Below the form, we have added actions button for users to edit, delete, or view profiles depending on their needs. For staff, the system ensures only authorized personnel can modify records and change are tracked with an audit trail. This makes managing animal health records efficient and transparent, providing a smooth experience for everyone involved.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adi Rushdan bin Rosman, and I will present about the user interface that I have created. First is the manage ticket reservation. As you can see here, we can firstly check the ticket availability. Okay, for example, I choose this. And then we have the select quantity. And after that, we will have the booking details form. So we can enter the form. And then after that, we will have the booking summary. That's for the managed ticket reservation. And after that, I will present about the managed payment. Firstly, we have to select the booking, and After that, the system will generate the invoice for the customer and proceed to payment. And the customer will have to enter the payment details, and pay now. After that, the system will check, and the payment confirmation will be sent to the customer, and you can make new payment. That's for my presentation about the managed payment.
The user interface for the manage feedback and review, as you can see here, there is a petting zoo feedback system, which is the customer need to submit the review to the management system. The customer need to fill up their names on this section, and then they also need to give the rating. For the rating, there is option from 1 star until the 5 star. Also, customer need to leave their review by fill up this section, and then they need to click the submit button here. And for the staff, they can also view the submission from here. As you can see, there is the customer name and then their star rating. Also, there is information about the response, which is pending or already reply. So there is a button, reply button option, and also they can mark as read, so that the review will be in the pending.